Well, folks, you are certainly welcome back to the channel tonight. I said I'd pop on. Could have been on earlier on for the full-time reaction like everyone else, but I like to do things different than everyone else. So I hope he's gonna all hear me all right. What a result today. 5 wins out of 5 in the league. A new clean sheet record broken as well. Look, we're doing well. We're doing well. We have a Champions League game to look forward to now midweek, and sort of pop on for about an hour and have a chat with you and see what the crack is. I know it's a small audience tonight. I wasn't expecting a lot of folk to jump on and watch the podcast this late. So hello to everyone on YouTube, hello to everyone that's on Facebook, and hello to everyone that's going to tune in and probably watch it and pre-recorded as well. Hope you are all well. Um, Annie Engels show, Luke McCowan show, Carter Vickers show, a collective from the teams today. Spirit performance. Look, I was expecting 4 or 5-0, but the chances we had against Hearts today, it could have been 4 or 5-0. Could have been. And what can you say? It's gonna go. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about starters for against Slavian Bratislava as well. We're gonna talk about who should start in the midfield. Should it be Arnie Engels starting on Wednesday night? Should it be Paulo Bernardo or Rio Tate? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments who would your midfield three be. Obviously, Callum McGregor is going to stay in there, but I said I'll pop on. The background is Dublin, the River Liffey, the green, white, and orange. I do apologise if you hear any background noise. That's me Frenchie snoring in the background. He's had a long day, so you know, Celtic stressed him out for like 50 odd minutes. So yeah, how's it going? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. I'm having an absolute vodka as well, and the 7 Up. So why not? Why not? We might as well enjoy. It's been good being top of the league as standards, regular proceedings, but it's going to be a good season. And you know what? There's never a doubt in my mind today that Hearts are going to take points off us. See with that penalty incident in the first half with Liam Scales, I was like, even if they were awarded that penalty and wasn't VAR, Schmeichel would have saved it anyway. That's how confident I was. That's how confident I was. Nicholas Kuhn was fantastic. I thought he was outstanding the first half as well. Second half, he played decent enough. Good to see James Forrest getting another game for Celtic as well. So I actually know what I want to remove this here. Get rid of that there. Just 2 seconds. Stop that screen. But yeah, 2 seconds, folks. Yeah, he looked great, didn't he? He looked great. That dog is snoring the gaff down. I do apologise, folks. He's just an absolute walloper at times. Ingles looked great. I said it earlier on. I said it this morning. I was doing the podcast, walking through the park. I said, start Ingles today. I know some people don't like change, but what's the point of bringing 11 million guy in from the Bundesliga and not giving them the chance to go out there and shine? And look, he hit the post in the first half. He's build up play, getting into the box. He looks like a player. Kind of reminds me of Tommy Rogic. Reminds you, there's spells of Tommy Rogic in there today for some reason. I don't know if it's just the height and the way he constructs himself. I honestly just remind me of Tommy Rogic today a bit. I don't know if anyone would agree with me in the comments, but 14 people tuning in on YouTube. Look below, it says join our YouTube monthly subscription for 99p. A lot of Celtic podcasts that have more subscribers than me are charging £5. And look, they're in their rights to charge £5. They put the shifts in. They do exclusive content. I decided that I'm not going to do exclusive content in the near future because I want people seeing all my content. At the end of the day, I want everyone to be a part of my journey to get to maybe 20,000 in the near future, 25,000. But it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And I'm pretty happy what I have now. I'm pretty happy with the names that come up on a regular basis. I'm pretty happy with everyone feeling good. Even during our difficult times back in 2020, everybody stood by me, a lot of criticism, but that's that we a lot of Celtic fans were against each other back in that season. But look, we're a club we love winning trophies, and when things are bad, which won't be bad for the next, I'd say next 10 years, 12 years, foreseeable future. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it, folks. And live the moment. Live the moment. That way. Um, Atate was off it today. I thought he actually played all right in the first half. Like he didn't celebrate the penalty. He wanted to take the penalty, and then he went over to Rodgers. I don't know if it's just a tactical chat there, but Annie Engels went over and obviously gave him the old cheers, mate. Thanks very much for that. But I'm delighted for Luke McCowan as well. Celtic fan coming off the bench, as I said in the channel about 20 times now. Maybe let's go to 21 times. He is a player that could be a future captain for Celtic. Could be a future captain for Celtic. But you can't judge the guy in two performances in a Celtic shirt. If he wants to put that captain's armband on, he's had to work hard and make a stamp in that team. And look, at the moment, we have a phenomenal captain, Callum McGregor. If you're going to ask me right now who would be the next captain of Celtic, if Callum was to ever get injured, touch wood, he won't. I would say Alistair Johnson, say Carter Vickers, maybe Kasper Schmeichel because of the wealth of experience he has. But Rio Tate, he looked a bit off it today at times. Could be just a case that, could be jet lag, could be a case that, frustration that he didn't play for Japan. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really know. People are saying in the comments did look too happy. Rio Tate doesn't show emotion on the pitch. Never did show emotion. Even with the huddle, he doesn't put himself down. He kind of stands there in the huddle. That's the type of character Rio Tate is at times. But he's been a good servant over the last 2.5 years. I thought Kuhn played fantastic today. Okay, it's another clean sheet for the back four. Greg Taylor could have been 3-0 today, only for Greg Taylor was offside for Ida's goal. I thought it was a great pass out to Ida, great finish. And look at Adam Ida will get his goal. Adam Ida will get his goal, folks. It's a matter of time. You never know. Might get his goal on Wednesday night if he comes on as a sub. I wouldn't start him against Slaven Bratislava. While I'm on the podcast, I'm going to see what the crack is with the opponents. They won 2-1 today away from home. They scored in the 56th minute and the 89th minute as well. So Slavia and Bratislava have played 5 games as well in their league, and they've actually played 6 games so far. They've won 5 and they've lost 1. So that's the situation with them. They've scored 11 goals, conceded 8. So there's goals in there leaked for Bratislava, which is good news. I think we're going to smash them. I'll be honest with you. As much as the Champions League, you can't take things for granted, as I always say, but we should be beating Slavia and Bratislava. Look, we've had bad, horrendous times in the past against teams from Bratislava. We can remember back in 2005, that was a different team from Bratislava. But look, we ended up beating them at Celtic Park, and we needed one more goal to bring in into extra time and get Champions League football, and wasn't meant to be that season. So look, let's move on. Hopefully we can be optimistic, and hopefully we can beat them now on Wednesday night. But not everything's easy, and like I thought it was Taylor. I was reading it wrong. Palmer. Yeah, it was Palmer actually. Why did I say Taylor? It was Palmer because Palmer came off the bench and played on the left flank. Jesus, I'm not with tonight. We'll do well against that team. We're not expected to be, and against them we should be beaten. Okay, I'll show you right now. Just give me a second, just to give you a bit of hope. I know domestic football is completely different to Champions League football. We're going up another level, regardless who the opponent is. I just want to show this to you, right? Right, here we go. So they won today 2-1. This guy obviously must be there, the talisman. I'll look him up and see who this guy is in a couple of minutes. We'll have a little suss down. So this is their current form in the league, in the Slovakian league. Played 6 games, won 5, lost 1, scored 11, conceded 8. 8 goals, folks. That's a wake-up call right there. 8 goals. Let's have a look now. Let's have a look at these players, right? Let's go into this. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Accept, continue. This is a great website, by the way, for statistics and stuff. Is that them? How many times they've won the league? Let's see. Slovakian champions. So they won this. Let's have a look at the forwards. Like, look at that. Look at that value of most of the players. Average value of their players is 1.2 million. There's a guy there for 3.5 million. Who's this guy? 3.5 million. He's only 19 years of age, and he's a left winger. So keep an eye out for him on Sunday or Wednesday. Nino Markelli, is it? Marcelli. So yeah, keep an eye out for him. He'll be interested. This is the guy that scored today from. I think this is. You think is he Armenian? Armenian, yeah. The right winger scored 2 goals today. 30 years of age, 1.7 million. But anyways, we'll talk about more of that in depth on Tuesday night. Tuesday night will be the talk about Slavia and Bratislava. Today is about Celtic beating Hearts. Hearts are now bottom of the table with 1 point. They're having the hiff that they weren't awarded the penalty, and then we got a penalty. And look at, who cares? Stephen Naismith is going to be out of a job within the next week or so. Facts is he's going to be out of a job. Serves a bleeding right as well. McCowan created that goal from the defender finish. Yeah, it was a good link-up play. Look at the way he got up the pitch, about 50 yards up the pitch. And then obviously the final product, that left foot, Gordon tried to save it, went into the far corner. And I'm delighted for Luke McCowan. As I said in this channel, folks, time and time again, I think Luke McCowan will be a cracking player for Celtic. I can see him being a Barry Robson, an unsung hero. An unsung hero. Hearts to be relegated. I would love to see Hearts and Kilmarnock be relegated. I would absolutely love it. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see Scott Brown get promoted. Well, obviously win the league, but if it's automatic promotion and he plays that promotion playoff at the end of the season and against Kilmarnock in Ayrshire Derby, thump them down. I just don't like Kilmarnock. Just don't like them. I just don't like the way they've cut the allocation. We've had so many good moments at Rugby Park over the last 10 years. I just don't like Kilmarnock, full stop. They're just like this whole malarkey of, as soon as Kilmarnock score against us or when they've ever beaten us in the past, they're all singing Billy Boys and stuff like that. No, I'd rather see them go down. And if any right Celtic fan would agree, get Kilmarnock down. Yeah, look, he played well today. He really did play well today, and it's a good point, Whiskey Foxtrot. But look, my question to you is: do you start him on Wednesday, or do you go for Adamita? That's what I want to know in the comments. I would personally like to see Kyogo start. I think the Champions League, the occasion, big game player. Why not? And look at Kyogo's had 10 goals against Hearts since he's wore Celtic shorts, and we'll see what happens. I love to see both Edinburgh clubs get relegated now. As much as I hate Hibs, I don't want Hibs to go down. I think Hibs need to build ourselves up as a club again. I like to see them stay up, to be honest. So no, I wouldn't get rid of Hibs. Hearts all day, I remember, was it back about 10 years ago where Hearts and Hibs were both in the championship at one point. I think Rangers were in the championship at the same time as them as well. Crazy to think that was happening in Scottish football. He's a big game hunter. So, what's your thoughts on Arne Engels, Keith? Very impressive. I thought you remind me of Tom Rogic a bit. His work off the ball was top notch. getting into the box, creating chances, his link-up play. Atate and Bernardo are going to struggle to get into that starting places if he's going to be like that. And plus, he's only 21 years of age as well. So I think Celtic. I know he's played 2 games, and this is his first start and his first goal, and it's a lot of pressure put on the guy. But we'll see what happens. You know, yeah, I know they all sing it. I know Dundee sing it, Killy, Hearts. And I don't even know about Man U singing it, but like, who cares about Man United? They're not in the league anyway, you know. But I'd rather see Kilmarnock go down. I can't stand Kilmarnock. Simple as John Paul. How's it going, Wee Mo? Thanks very much for the contribution earlier on as well. Thanks very much to Mikey Cole for the contribution earlier on as well. Don't forget, I really don't. Well, I don't know why people are hating. Like this is the side of football fans you're gonna get. You're gonna get this criticism. Like at the end of the day, majority of us have never played professional football. Majority we're just fans. For us to come out and give our opinions as we do, as we're passionate as we are, like our opinions don't mean shit. At the end of the day, they're there to do a job and put their shirt on and play to the best level they can. And they're not robots. They can turn up and be hot or they can be cold. And as I keep saying on this channel, time and time again, support every player, folks. Stop slating every player. Stop slating players and stop doing this. Understand players can frustrate you at times and they they don't turn up to the level or they don't live up to the height that you get excited about. But we're a massive football club, and as fans, it's our job to get behind the team. It's our job to get behind players, and especially players that come on, especially players that work hard all week to get into the manager's plans. I just think it's very finical of fans to slate players at times. Like I mean, just run players down to the ground. Especially a guy I thought he was fantastic today. Yeah, he may got a lot of criticism at half time, but as I always say, don't judge the book by the cover. Wait until the race is over and then judge. Wait until it's over. And people like that are, ex merchants or Twitter merchants love to get on and have a moan every 10 seconds on Twitter and think that their voice is a big thing. Feck that shit. This is why I don't do Twitter. This is why I don't do X, sorry. I just think it's a load of nonsense. Absolute nonsense. I think it's a I think maybe 25% of fans are just attention seeking that just need that kind of, people to jump on the par. The reason why I do this is not the attention seek. The reason why I do this is to engage with you. Engage with you. I thought he was all right in the first half. Mackenzie. The second half, yes, he wasn't. He wasn't there. But look, you got to think about this as well. Some of these players were to withdraw from their international teams, or it's been 2 weeks since they gelled playing a competitive match. It was had to be after an international break. The most important job is the 3 points. The 3 points today. That's the most important thing. We were expecting 4 or 5 goals, which I was, and it wasn't. It wasn't meant to be. But we got there. But it's good to see everybody's on the Brendan Rodgers bus, finally. Because this time last year, a lot of fans are like, I'm not happy he's back. Bad decision. Like, you never bring back someone. All this crap. All this crap. He's moaning now. He's moaning now. No. That's the thing. Like, I just think I love this club, but I just think the opinion always shifts too quick as well when things go wrong. It feels like the world's ending at times. Can we get rid of the first break of the season? No, it's nothing to do with us. It's to do with UEFA. It's to do with FIFA. It's to do with international football. I think it's taken a step back for us. Yes, we're winning. I think the adrenaline and the urgency in the players is not there as it was in the previous game in the derby. But I think we'll get back there quick. I think maybe in the next game, next league game, we could be back by then. Who do we have in the next league game? We're away from home anyway. Let me look at the fixtures. I know obviously Slavia, Bratislava, and then Falkirk in the next 2 games. But let's have a look who we have in the league then after that. I think it will be actually Kilmarnock, if I'm correct. No, St. Johnstone. St. Johnstone away. 5:45 kickoff Saturday the 28th. It's not a bad one. Saturday the 28th. I'm back in Dublin for that. Was it 28th? No, I'm actually in Glasgow for that. Yeah, so happy days. I'm going to see Charlie McGrew that night in Graces. Axon. Should be good. Atate's time is up. We'll just stop. His time is not up. Over one performance. He's at the scoring 2 goals already this season, for God's sake. He's just, you have to say he's probably frustrated because, as I said, getting selected for Japan, not getting minutes for Japan. He's a bit all over the shop today. I wouldn't say his time is up. I don't think his time is up. I think let's go back. Let's evaluate that in January. Let's look at that comment in January. And I might agree with you. Say, yeah, his time is up. Maybe he does want to go. Maybe he keeps hinting, moves to the Premier League and wants to move on. And if it comes to that attitude by then, 100% move him on. Cash out, move him on. But for the time being, my honest opinion on it, I wouldn't start him on Wednesday night. I'd play Bernardo and play Engels. That would be my opinion. I think, 2 young guys that are in their early 20s. Why not? You need to get them. You need to get them experience. Bernardo has experience in the Champions League playing for Celtic last season there, but no, I don't agree with Atate's time is up just yet. I don't agree with just yet. I think he's a lot to offer. Scoring cracking goals from outside the box, long range passing, getting stuck in. His head hasn't been in it since Premier League. There's been Premier League links since the last 18 months. But that's the joys of football. You're going to get agents that will store you up and talk about it. Well, at the end of the day, you can't do nothing. If he wants to move away from Celtic, he needs to put the graft in and get a transfer in January. Simple as. He needs to play his football. He's locked in. He's locked in a contract, and it's going to be, I think his contract is 27. But yeah, he's going to have to play football to get a move anyway in January. Simple as. Good numbers tonight, folks. 22 people tuning in. I know it was a late podcast. As I said, if you can subscribe to the channel, if you haven't, you want to go an extra level, 99 pence for the membership. Shout out to me members. Really appreciate the support, folks. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. But look, we have 2 guys that are coming in the door. Luke McCowan got his goal. And I think there'll be many goals from Luke McCowan this season. I think he'll score 12 goals this season for Celtic in all competitions. That's my brave prediction. And look, congratulations to Kasper Schmeichel as well. Kasper is at the set a new record. First keeper in Scottish football since 1906 to have 5 clean sheets in the league in a row. Fantastic, Kasper Schmeichel. And yous were doubting him. Some yous were doubting him. Take a look at yourself. Take a look at yourself just right now and stop judging the book by the cover. Yeah, he might make a mistake this season, like players do. But I keep telling you, trust Rodgers. Trust him. Now, regardless you were hesitant against him last season, this time last year, start to trust him for God's sake. He is making changes. He's getting quality in. It's not like previous regimes where we wanted players in and it didn't happen. We're at the spending 35 million this window. It was slow. It was frustrating, but we got the quality in. The meltdown's just amazing. I haven't even bothered looking at it yet. Craig YCSC. What I could say is the meltdown will be better tomorrow if Dundee United pump them tomorrow. I hate when Celtic fans keep saying we're 8 points clear of them. It's not them. At the end of the day, they're not our competition at the moment. Aberdeen is our competition. So Aberdeen won today against Motherwell at Pittodrie. The fire will burn out Aberdeen with time to come. As I said the channel a couple of times already, it may be 19th of October until Aberdeen eventually burn out. But time will happen. Let me have some of this vodka. Some of this absolute vodka raspberry with 7-Up. So yeah, Cash Bros go with his feet, 100%. That's it, Johnny boy. That's it. McCowan will be a great son, and he's one of us. Not even he's one of us. I know that sounds a bit premature in what I'm saying. It's about obviously he gets it. He's a Greenock boy. He's a Celtic fan all his life, but it's what he can do with the ball. Let's put all the personality behind for a minute. It's what he does with the ball. It's what his end product is. It's about getting them crunching tackles in. It's about showing leadership as well, as he done for Dundee last season to the Kraken. And Dundee is a different level to Celtic Football Club. Well, it's down the pecking order, but I think we have a player there. We have a player there. Well, time will tell. Time will tell. Was it a 4-year deal? How long was his deal? Was it 4 years? Was it 3 years? Can someone just recap the brain for me tonight? How long was Luke McCown's deal for Celtic? Was it a 4-year deal? Just please let me know in the comments. And I'm also as well, I'm going to stop you all for a minute. Comment where you are watching from. Is it Paisley? Is it Canada? Is it Cyprus? 5-year deal. Up to 31 years of age. Happy with that. Tell us where your where you are, Let me check. Let's say. I thought it was a 4-year deal. Celtic deal. Celtic contract. 3-year deal. It was a 3-year deal, folks. Yeah. He'll 3-year deal. That's what it was. Just went on the Google there. It was a Sky Sports was saying it there on a tabloid. 1 million deal, agreeing a 3-year deal. 26-year-old Dens Parks found the net 10 times the 40 appearances last season. Yeah, go on, Luke boy. New Zealand, Rainy Paisley. I know it well, but not enough along. But look at if he puts the hard graft in, John, he'll get another year extension. Don't you worry. I think there's a Celtic cult hero there. I think there's a hero there. And I know that sounds crazy. He scored his first goal today, and I think there's a guy. I think there's a guy there. Early days. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Correct. I'll see you in May, and then we'll see. I'm not saying the league's won by January. In all means, definitely not. Regardless if it's, I've predicted 18 points. That's what I think that the league will be won by this season. 18 points. I'm going for the Magic Lenny. I'm going for the Magic Tom Rogic number. Do you know what I just copped? You know what I copped today? I didn't realise it. I know he's been presented with the jersey and stuff. Luke McCowan has taken David Turnbull's number at Celtic, the 14. Xabi Alonso. Do you think Kyogo might leave in the next couple of windows? I can't see him leaving in January, to be honest with you. Only 18. Yeah, I think 18 points will win a boy. I think 18 points. 18. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for 18 points. I know I'm not trying to sound too cocky, but some people might think 25. But we're all tight to our opinion, aren't we? We're all tight to our opinion. See what happens. I'm a bit worried how good Aberdeen have been. I'm not worried about Aberdeen whatsoever. Yeah, give them respect. They've had a flyer this season so far. To come against us, we'll smash them. No, I'm not worried about Aberdeen. Not so whatsoever. Even when we play them in Pittodrie, it's going to be a difficult game. They just have a new manager in, and they're just trying to make an impact. Yes, they've got Nisbet in the door, and who scored for them today? Actually, let's have a look. Pape Halep Gui. I can't even pronounce his name right. But he scored 27th and then the 18th minute. So they won against Motherwell 2-1. I'm not worried about Aberdeen. I'm not worried about Aberdeen. Definitely not. Any Celtic fan that's worried about it, you should listen to the fog football. They're losing it. Don't worry about the fog football. Don't mind him. Don't care about him. Don't care about them whatsoever. They get used to second and third place anyway. That's their mentality. So leave them be. Leave them be. That Pape guy, yeah. And I think the boys will go unbeaten all domestic. Ah, Jesus Christ, that's a good prediction, but we're a bit early for that now, aren't we? We're a bit early for that. But look at, I like you being optimistic. There's no harm in being optimistic. I think we're a bit early for that. Can we go back to that in about the end of October after the next international break? Look at, there's no harm set calling out right now. You could put a bet on it if you could. There's a lot of football to be contested. You're not wrong. There's a lot of football. As I said, you got the 8 Champions League games in there. If we make a statement, we could be playing more Champions League games as well. You know, we never know. Great point. Who's the snitch? Great point. Frog football. I thought it was Rangers fans. Don't even bother listening to them. Affect them all. Don't even bother listening to that meltdown crap. But I might listen to it. Get a laugh over after the podcast. Man, Celtic. Win both at Parkhead, draw and scrape at Batodry. The rest is history. Exactly. Just how about we go out for the 4? How about we go for the 4 wins? Man, Celtic, We'll see. We need competition. I think a lot of Celtic fans are waking up to reality now. Not because of them falling on their arses. Just in general. We're too good for this league. I know people might say, we won the league by, single digits last season, but realistically, as a firing power, we shouldn't be should be winning this league by 20 points plus. And we do need competition, but unfortunately, we're in the Scottish League and the finances for other clubs is not there, and the injection money and ownership is not there. So we're the big fish in the small fish bowl, unfortunately. And some fans will love that and some fans won't like it, I think we won't lose a league game this season. It's not a bad show. It's not a bad show, to be honest with you. Like, I think you should put it on. I'm sure the odds won't be the greatest because Paddy Power probably paid out already for the league. I think that was being paid out after the Kilmarnock game. Rangers won games in terrible fashion under Clermont, who ended that run. That's why Champions League will always come out on top. Who cares about them? Honestly, I think Dundee will beat them tomorrow. And if Dundee don't beat them, I think it'll be a draw. And we'll all be dying for a bit of Chris Boyd meltdown. I love when Chris Boyd has a meltdown. I've said this on the channel hundreds of times. You go through my channel, folks, the amount of Chris Boyd videos I have up of him having meltdowns. Do you know why I put it up? Because people enjoy it. It's easy views. It's clickbait. And yes, I'm sure we all love a bit of Chris Boyd having a bit of meltdown at times because he thinks the sun shines out of Rangers' arse and it doesn't, Respect to Aberdeen, their present form, but it won't last. 100%, Danny. I think you're completely correct. I think it will end of eventually crumble, and it'll be a team that you won't expect to beat them. Will beat them. That's what happens. Rangers have backed themselves in a corner, and they want Clement on a long-term contract. That's it. But I don't know what that was a mad decision. Them giving him a 5-year contract, or 4-year contract, whatever it was. Well, I think they will. I think they actually have them in October as well. Let's see. Let's have a look at the Aberdeen. 2 seconds, folks. Dog is literally on the back behind me. And let me see. When did they have them? They have them the 30th of October. Two game 2 games after us. 2 games after to play us. We play them on the 19th of October, Aberdeen. Don't know if I should watch United Taylor apart or watch. See the thing about the Arsenal jersey. According to too much white in the Arsenal home kit, so they have to wear their away kit. Imagine that. I was saying to my mate today, I goes, imagine both Glasgow teams have to wear away kits in the cup final. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Imagine us have to wear away colours to Ibrox or them wearing away colours to Celtic Park. It's never going to happen. Um, would I like to see two of the Glasgow teams wearing away colours in the cup final? Why not, for the laugh? Something different. Something different. We'll still pump them anyway, regardless. It's about the 40 clover on the breasts. That's the most important thing. I don't know how he's feel about that conversation. I'm sure majority are gonna be like, nah, green and white Keith. Always hoops. Always hoops. You know. Like, it was a case if they were wearing home colours and we were wearing away colours at Hampden, I would freak out. I have to be both away. Like, kind of what we do against Hibs. We both wear away jerseys usually in the cup finals. I know back in 2013 when we played Hibs, they wore their home colours and we wore our away colours. We wore the black kit. We pumped them 3-0 that day. I remember Lee Griffiths giving Scott Brown a load of shit in that game, and Scott Brown was just like, mate, sit down, would you? Sit down. Like, and then we ended up signing Griff. Griff was a great player for Celtic. Griff done a good. Griff scored over 124 goals for Celtic, and some people forget that, you know. And he went through a difficult stage in his life from about 2019 onwards. But you got to appreciate the shift he put in the Celtic shorts when he played. Some really big goals. Too bad he never done it really in the Champions League level. But yeah, we'll see. You see what happens. I wish him the best of whatever he does the rest of his life anyway. International Rangers will finish second. We'll do 4 in a row, and they won't be far behind. Let's not be under any illusions. They'd be like a wounded animal. Hail, upwards. I hope Stephen's going to subscribe to the channel as well. Stephen, please jump over to Come On The Hoop Celtic on YouTube and please get into it and subscribe. It's free of charge, mate. Great to see your comment. Thank you very much. I'm not under any illusions that they'll stop us this season. I honestly believe that we're going to pump them. We're going to do a wash over them as well. I mean, mate was like to me today, he said, Keith, I want to come over for Paddy's weekend. We're going to play them at Celtic Park. And I was like, yeah, we will, man. I goes, well, I'll have the league wrapped up by then, hopefully. He's like, you're that confident? I goes, am I that confident? I'm not confident because of their down, their chaos of what's happening at their club. I'm confident because the way we're going out and beating teams, the way we have that mentality. That's what I'm that confident. Last season was a new manager coming in, making his own stamp on Ange's team, changing things around, and it wasn't the most comprehensive start. Let's be honest, we got beaten by Kilmarnock and stuff like that, and losing the clubs that we were expected to lose to, and it's all last season, and we won the 2 trophies, as I said. So let's see. Hoops in the sun can't beat it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's ever going to be a debate on any other channel. But like, as I said, Arsenal have to wear that black jersey tomorrow. Imagine one day we have to wear air colours. It won't clash. They don't never clash because obviously blue and then we have our white and green. But imagine it came down to a cup final. It'd have to be a big reason behind it. Like if it's down to like suicide awareness or some sort of cause that both clubs would have to wear both away jerseys. I can never see it happen ever in the history of a Glasgow derby. Even when it was an old firm back in the day, never happened. So I've obviously seen Rangers wearing red socks or blue socks, then the traditional black socks, but that's about it. Can never see them wearing a full blue kit as well against us. So yeah. Griff single-handedly scored all goals to win the league. He did indeed. I think he scored 42 goals one season for us in the 15-16 season. Who cares? Slater wants to leave, I know. Was typing Spurs versus Arsenal, but typed Spurs versus Aberdeen. You're all right. You're all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about a Foxtrot. You're absolutely grand. 31 people tuning in tonight. As I said, I had one or two people saying where they're tuning in from. At the end of the day, just put in the comments where you're tuning in from. Where, as in Paisley, England, New Zealand. Someone said New Zealand earlier on. John says, will we pump them on Wednesday? What do you think? Looking at that club, conceded 8 goals in 6 games in the league. 100%, man. We'd be getting 3 goals against them. Big time. Glasgow, how's it going, Paul? Paul, how's the scarf? I hope it's well. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. 27 people tuning in. That's not bad. It's not bad because, as I said, I wasn't expecting to come on earlier, but look, it is what it is. Good numbers in here tonight. Good numbers. So I want to see in the comments what would be your starting 11 for the Slaven Bratislava game on Wednesday night. Do you start Koyogo? Do you start Ida? You know, it's obviously the back four is going to be the same as predicted. It's a bit frustrating that we haven't seen Alex Valley and Austin Trusty just yet, but time will come. Time will come. You know, it's a hello from Coventry. Hope it's well. Hope it's well over there. Are you tuning in from the Rico Arena by any chance? Only messing. I would love to go to a Celtic versus Rangers game. At the same time, I don't know what it'd be like to feel safe. You of course you'd be feeling safe. That's why that's why there's a massive police presence. And if you felt unsafe, what you do is just don't wear colours. Simple as. Just go with a black jacket or something on. You'll be fine. Not a bother. Not a bother. The dog's gonna jump. Let's see. Hell to you, sir. Who's the snitch? 2 seconds, folks. 2 seconds. The doggy wants to go out for a leak. Sorry, folks. He decides he wants to go out for a pish, and then you let him out for the toilet, and it's lashing raining out there, and he comes back in within 2 seconds. Typical, just a typical. You won't be able to see him. You won't be able to see him. Let me see. I can't see him because he's a dog. You actually can't see him. Bless him. Unless I take the green screen off, but I'm not even bothered doing that. But yeah, leave him be. He's a Frenchie. How's it going? Hope you're well. Hope you're well, Dave. You are grand. Just arrived. Troy Parrott, how's it going, Archie? Hope you're well. Hope it's well over in Canada. What did Troy Parrott do? Troy Parrott. Who's Troy Parrott playing for? He's playing the Eredivisie now, is he? He's playing the Eredivisie, is he? Yeah, Alkmaar. He's at Alkmaar. Hope as well. You are grand. 4 goals. Too bad he can't even. It's tragic that he'd even play the other night for Ireland. You know, we needed a bit of ammunition up front. Obviously, Ida didn't do it the other night. Look, as I said in the channel a couple of times in the last couple of days, when you're playing against England, I wasn't expecting big wonders from Adam Ida and players like that. That whole generation of, you know, the players back in the 80s, late 80s, and the Jack Chartner is completely different from what we have now these days. The Ray Houghtons and stuff. Ida, didn't get the serves against England, and then against Greece, coming on against Greece, just couldn't make an impact, and that's what happens. That's what happens. But well done to Troy Parrott. 36 people tuning in. It's good to see good to see people from tuning in from Canada. I start Edith and Preisley, and Engels and Bernardo. I agree with that. I would start Kyogo. I would start Kyogo. I would start Kyogo for a half. Doesn't really work out. Bring them the likes of bring on Jesus. Adamita, sorry for a second. I just went fog brain there for a minute. Really did. No worse. Hell. It's good to see people are communicating as well in the chat as well. Good to see the good YouTube numbers as well. I will be on Tuesday night, folks, for the preview for the Slovan Bratislava game. Yeah, I'll be on for that as well. I might do a podcast on Wednesday night before the game because I'm not going to game. I wasn't given £57 for the ticket, folks. I'm sorry, but no, I'm doing my gaff up at the moment, so that's a bigger priority than Celtic at the moment. As much as I love the club, gotta get that gaff looking fine, looking good, pimping up. The mob will be playing on Wednesday. How they come? Yeah, they won 2-1. Their right winger from Armenia scored from some 31-year-old scored for them today. So I'm not going to slate a player that's in his 30s because Jamesy Forrest could do it for us in that way. Regardless, not about the age, it's about the experience, about the way they still have it. But they've conceded, as I said already, 8 goals in 6 games. So there's a team there for cracks, a lot of cracks in it. Speaking of Slavia and Bratislava, how many games did they play to get into the Champions League? They must be second round. There's no way. Let's have a look. They beat Apel Nicosia in the third round qualifying, and then they beat Midtjylland in the playoff, right? They beat a team called Struga. They played Struga, and then Klecce. They played 8 games to get into the Champions League, folks. Jesus, some running for them. Yeah, £57. I was on the Celtic. General sales were £57, and I was like, no, I refuse to play. Definitely not for the Champions League. Can you make that green? I don't like the green as much. Oh, why? I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's see what we have. Let's see. Because of the Champions League, we'll go with that one, right? The huddles in the background, because there we are. Like, there you go. I can see Scales being dropped on Wednesday. So, Scales being dropped on Wednesday. Are you going to play Austin Trusty that hasn't kicked the football yet for Celtic? That's a brave call. That is a brave call. I definitely can't see Wales or Scales. Scales being dropped on Wednesday. Definitely not. There's another clean sheet as well. So, yeah, he looked solid today. Lauren Shankland tried to take a swipe and, read Lauren Shankland like a book today. Welsh playing? No, Welsh won't be playing against Bratislava. Definitely not. He wasn't even on the bench today. Definitely not. No, 100%. Definitely not. I would go Scales all day ahead of Welsh. Some reason. I know your conscience is probably saying that, but definitely not for me. I'm going to stay on for another 5 minutes, folks, and then jump off. So, as I said, thank you very much again for jumping on and watching the channel. As I said, thanks very much to me members as well. Really appreciate you purchasing the membership as well, and the super likes and stuff like that. And to people on as well on Facebook that's tuned in tonight, thank you very much. As I said, them 5 people on Facebook, all I'm asking is jump over to YouTube and press subscribe when you can. The same name, be really appreciated. There's one of our members there. Hell, buddy. As I said, like, there's no point in me taking the scarf just yet, Paul, because I don't really go to the games as much as I love to. I know it's a collector's item and stuff, but down the line, I'll probably get off you soon. Ryan, I hope you're doing well. Great to see you in. I know you've missed. I know you've missed majority of the show, but I will be back on Tuesday night as well. I might get on Monday night. No, I won't be on Monday night. I'll get on and do a couple of short videos and stuff, but I won't be on Monday night. So Archie Football says Scales got a lot of stick, but he's getting better. Some games he is getting better, 100%. I think he's reading the game better. I think he's last minute like tackles and man marking's getting much better as well. Come on, United tomorrow, 100%. Good stuff. Hopefully Dundee will beat them tomorrow. They've had a good start to the season, as we've seen. A team that's been promoted. Jim Goodwin's done a good job there. Obviously, Jim Goodwin's a former Celtic man as well. I'm playing with Jim Goodwin about 6 months ago. Seems like a nice guy. Said hello to him. That was about it. Great pod. Keep them going. Thank you very much, John. I really appreciate it. Said if I can get on and do them as I can, I'll do them as I can, Let's see. Good Warford, man. Yeah, he is indeed. Acting like yourself. And United to win would be good, 100%. I actually don't mind Arsenal, to be honest. I've actually nothing against Arsenal, but I just don't like Daniel Levy. Nothing against Spurs. I just don't like Daniel Levy. He's good, obviously, makes good money off players you've saw in the past, like the likes of Christian Eriksen, Gareth Bale and stuff, and Luka Modric. Thought there was going to be a penalty today. Glad it was changed. I wasn't worried if it was. I prefer Spurs because of Ange. I was like that at the start. I think Ange. I just have a feeling Ange won't be there past January. That's the God honest truth. As much as I hate saying that, I just think Ange will be gone out of Tottenham by January. I just have that feeling. We'll see what happens. Hope he's not, but I'd love to see Ange go to another level and maybe managing Liverpool. They lost today to Nottingham Forest, and maybe down the line, Ange will be Liverpool manager. Yeah, that's it. He gives 100%. But fans don't see that, Paul. Fans see there's a mistake in him. He's not good enough for Celtic. Sure, with all his criticism, but people need to realise, as I said this in this channel many a times, Liam Scales played last season with 4 different centre backs: Lagerbielke, Naroski, Welsh, and Carter Vickers in all different stages of runs of games. Probably an average around 11 games. Spurs will put him in an early grave. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen. Spurs is a difficult club to manage, really difficult club. You can get a lot of money in a good, decent transfer window, but we'll see what happens. That's the thing with Taylor. Taylor, as I said, Taylor's thing about the only criticism I would say about Greg Taylor is, right, he's not a Champions League. He's not a European left back. See, when it comes to domestic football, he's got it. He has it. He's a workhorse, but it's just, I think he gets sussed out too easy when it comes to European football. I remember against Fernando Varas in the qualifiers, he was bleeding mince against them. He was, the whole team were. But Slot will be sacked to Liverpool, 100%. I think Arne Slot will be sacked from Liverpool. I just think, you can't lose to Nottingham Forest at home and Anfield. But once we do our job at Celtic Football Club and forget about teams like Liverpool and Tottenham, and we're concentrating on what's ahead of us in our league and what's ahead of us in Europe, that's all we need. I know he said this earlier on. I hope he does get a new contract as well. As I said, 175 games for Celtic now. 8 goals, 12 assists. No, not 12 assists. He's more than 12 assists. Sorry, 24 assists. Could be more than that, but I want to see Alistair Johnson. I'd like to see Alistair Johnson and Greg Taylor. Excuse me, Greg Taylor, both getting a contract extension on the same day. We'll see what happens. Do you think Brendan will play Taylor on Wednesday? Well, we haven't seen much of Alex Valley, and unless he's keeping Alex Valley for the Champions League, I think he'd be mad. To be honest, that's my prediction for the Champions League as well, Paul or John. I think we should beat the 4 teams at home, but I think Red Bull's gonna be the dodgy one. I think Bruges as well. For some reason, I think Club Bruges. I know people are laughing and saying Bruges, but um, I think we'll get a win against Zagreb away. So there's 3 points there. Win against Slovan Bratislava, Young Boys, and Bruges. I think it'll be 12 points. Yeah, that's the whole point. You're meant to be going up 11 in the Champions League, regardless of the opposition anyway. So he will be tested, but he has experience in European football, playing with Leicester. He got the Champions League quarter final with Leicester. So he knows what's ahead, and he knows what Brendan's tactics is like in Europe, where Leicester getting to the Conference League semi-final as well a couple of years back. If Taylor's scales are on the bench, will be a stronger bench is better. Nah, I don't want them on the bench. Why would you 4 points? Only have 4 points, Howard now. But we'll see what happens. Can't see us win. I can see us winning the home games, one away game, maybe a draw. As I said, my prediction's 12 points, regardless how we get the points. If it's wins at home or wins away, we'll see. Once we get that 12 points by the end of January, that's what I'm focused on. That's the most important thing. And I hope 12. Me too, Howard Moon. I hope you subscribe to the channel as well. It'd be really appreciated as well. Casper will show his qualities on Wednesday. He's been showing his qualities all season, and well, the whole 6 games we've had this season. But 1 goal conceded, and that was in the League Cup. It's been good for Casper. It's been good. It's been good for Luke McCowan coming in and scoring today. It's been good for Arnie Engels getting his 4th start, and striving today. As I said, he reminded me of Tom Rogic a bit. There's something about him. He's quick feet. He's the way he presses into the box. He just needs to get that Tom Rogic finesse goal, and he'd be laughing. Look at Tom Rogic goal against Tannadice the season when his last season was probably one of the best goals I've ever seen. The way he just skipped past players and he slotted that, unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable stuff. I think we will be tested, but I think looking at their record as well, I know they've played 8 games to get into the Champions League. I know we went straight in automatically, but they'll have that urgency. That will give them experience as well. We'll see what happens. Having Casper and the new signs will help a lot. I'm more hopeful this time. I'm more hopeful because there's more points to be gained. It's a new format. There's not that pressure of Champions League or Europa League and stuff like that. If you finish between 9th and 24th, you're playing playoff football past January. So last game. So our last game is Aston Villa away. I think it's the 29th of January or the 30th of January. Villa. Let's have a look now. Oh, I want to go into February. So it'll be the 29th. 29th. Villa's last one away. He's a goalkeeper. He will lose goals. Nature of the job, 100%. Might not be his fault. It could be the defence fault. Could be just bad man marking as well. Yeah, Villa won 3-2 today, wasn't it? Was it 3-2? But look, Villa will have ups and downs. Like, look at Unai Emery is a phenomenal manager. I think he won the Europa League with Sevilla and stuff. He's a good European record. So
The teams that we're going against in this Champions League are like they look like a caliber of Europa League teams. But let's be realistic. We would we be a Europa League team? Probably. So we just gotta take our chances. And as I said already, at 8 o'clock this morning, I was walking through a windy park. We need to make Celtic Park a fortress again. You know, I'll have a look at the. Are we talking about the goal? The so. Anyways, folks, I'm going to jump off. Thank you very much for all tuning in. Might get back on later tomorrow if I'm on a walk, and please do subscribe to the channel and enjoy tonight. Enjoy being top of the league as standards. Enjoy Luke McCowan's goal. Enjoy Annie Engels' goal. Enjoy just just enjoy. Just just enjoy, right? It's form is temporary, liquidation's permanent. And being a Celtic fan, one of the best privileges you can ever have, one of the best feelings you can ever have, and don't ever take it for granted, folks. Don't ever take it for granted. I'm a weirdo. I'm wearing me Celtic jerseys under me work top and all when I'm going to work because I love the club that much. You know, I don't care if people think, oh, he's always wearing Celtic stuff. And what? I'm proud of me club, proud of our club. So yeah, that's the crack. You see, when I even put a Japan jersey on, I feel like I'm ripping them off. Or putting an Ireland jersey on, I still feel like I'm ripping Celtic off. Oh, do the doors. Oh, I can't be doing that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, folks. Thanks very much for all tuning in and subscribe. I'll speak to you all soon. Good night, God bless.